Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm a sleep physician, and if you have insomnia, this channel is for you. Today, we're going to talk about a comment from Hello There, who has had trouble sleeping for about 2 weeks despite trying really hard to get good sleep. We're going to see what some good approaches are when you've had insomnia for not that long of a stretch. Welcome back. Hope you're doing really good today. And for anybody who's new, then a big welcome to you, of course. We're going to take a look at a comment that came in about was it 9 hours ago? Putting on my glasses here. And firstly, hello there. It says, we're going to read this. He's going to say that he's a 15-year-old boy. So I often point out that nothing here is medical advice to anyone. Anybody that hears what I'm talking about has to think about if that is applicable to yourself. And particularly in this situation, when you're 15, you really have to, before you consider anything I'm saying here, talk to your parents and your caregiver, an adult that's responsible for you before considering what I'm saying here. So that's important. So I'm going to read this, but then, the answer here is more general thoughts about what one should think about when one starting to have trouble sleeping. So let's read this. And this is a comment to Insomnia Insight number 214, which talks about like personality and insomnia. Now, here we go. So it says, hi there. I'm a 15-year-old boy. I know I might seem too young to have sleeping problems, but it's been 2 weeks since I've been able to sleep good. I just get really bad anxiety at night because I think I'm not going to fall asleep. I've been trying so hard to sleep good, but I always keep waking up 2 hours after I fall asleep, and I can't go back to sleep. My anxiety has gotten bad to the point my chest hurts. Is this normal? ? I'm getting irritated of not sleeping. Please help. In light of this, here are general thoughts. Again, I'm pointing out this again because Hello There is so young that it's important to talk to your parents, your doctor, etc. before applying anything I say here. But just generally, some general things here. Having trouble sleeping really affects people of all ages, and I do see kids in my clinic that are as young as late school age, like 7, 8, 9, 10, that have pretty typical what we would call psychophysiological insomnia, or just basically what we call insomnia, like trouble sleeping that is based on worrying anxiety and kind of developing what's called maladaptive behaviors like we're going to talk about in a second. But my first point is just that insomnia happens in a wide age range, and then a few things on like why people get insomnia. It often starts with maybe stress, anxiety, worrying, like some random thing that happens that makes you not sleep for a day, then 2 days, then 3 days, etc. And typically, if people don't actually react to that initial sleeplessness and don't go to a place where they try sleeping more or worry about sleep, it will self-resolve. But what happens is when somebody says, oh my gosh, I can't sleep, this is a problem, and starts trying to do stuff, like starts trying to go to bed earlier, starts like taking melatonin, starts like changing their bedroom environment, that makes you more worried about insomnia. Actually, you're trying more things, and it kind of empowers the insomnia. It takes a greater part of your life because you worry more about it, and then you have more trouble sleeping, and then you do more stuff, and then you have more trouble sleeping, etc., etc. So for somebody that has had trouble sleeping for like years and years, well, then there's a lot of work to be done to kind of untangle like everything and like get back to sleeping normal. But for somebody that has had trouble sleeping for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it can actually be enough to just be like, I'm going to stop trying because trying to sleep makes it worse. And I'm going to try not to worry about it. And basically just having that approach early on can be all that is needed to go back to sleep, to go back to sleeping as you were before. Now, if there's another, like if there's another reason somebody has anxiety, like they're really anxious about this other thing, or anxiety is a big problem, then trying less to sleep and focusing less on sleep, but at the same time maybe talking to somebody about the anxiety, because anxiety I don't know too much about it, but my point here is just that if anxiety is the thing that's driving the insomnia, then one has to address the anxiety there. But if somebody has 2 weeks of trouble sleeping, and basically the trouble sleeping is what's causing anxiety, then the general recommendation is just try less, try to worry less, try to just go about your day as you were before, and treat the insomnia like a cold, like it's something that's going to pass eventually, and that is the best strategy there. So hope this was helpful, and as always, I'm super thankful for all the comments, and so please, anybody that has any comments, please leave them. That is super helpful, and I shall be back tomorrow. Until then, take it easy.